there any way to do this without all this environmental pollution?
I don't really
answer. Without the fracking?
Well, like I said, they're trying to invent new uses for natural gas right now, which means to me that we don't actually need to do this. This is motivated by an industry that's motivated by a profit margin.
There are lots of alternatives.
Yeah.
I've never seen a movie so terrifying in a long time. Thank you for producing this. You should get a Congressional Medal of Honor or something to point this out. It's industrial terrorism, what it is.
It is the
Albert and those guys just come in and they ride roughshod right over everybody.
Yeah.
And Chevron, they own the patent to the nickel metal hydride battery, which put the electric car 10 years off the road. And it's just one little facet of it all. At the end of the movie, it showed the windmills. It's very interesting. One way to get power too.
Well, we did have an interview with Lester Brown, who is a big champion of wind energy, and we cut it from the film because we just couldn't start to tack on those solutions at the end. It's like I said, that's the next movie. The best we could do was put the windmills at the end. And hope the people sort of get it, and it's the teaser for the next. But I mean, what can I say? It's dawned on me two things. The first one is that we're not immune from what's happening around the rest of the world with extractive energy companies coming in and doing this in one way or the other in America.
They outlawed it in Norway.
But in terms of the methods used to get to the resources, there have been a lot of them over the last 10 years that I don't have to mention what they are. We're not exempt from that process as ordinary people on the ground. The second, and it is terrifying and it is completely overwhelming. And everybody who's dealt with this, including me, has no more free time. That's the end of your free time. Like you might have a job, and then you come home and deal with the oil and gas company that's in your backyard or that's threatening your backyard or whatever. And then the second thing is that I think that this is the big, huge task in front of everybody right now is to figure out how to make this transition from fossil fuels to whatever's next. And whatever's next has to hurry up and figure itself out very quickly, but it has to be on the level, what Lester Brown, which I really liked, was saying was, in the 4 years of World War II, we went from no tanks and airplanes to like the military industrial superpower to solve the problem of fascism, and everybody was involved in that. And he was saying everybody's got to be involved in the climate change problem or else we're in deep trouble. And, as far as comparisons to coal go, there was a paper that came out of Albany or Ithaca just the other day that showed with all the methane that's being vented off, it's actually debatable whether or not using natural gas is preferable to coal in terms of its climate change problems, this is the big thing to work on, and it's been revealed. That problem has been revealed to me through doing this, and just how deep rooted it is, and just how much it's going to take in terms of making that transition. And yes, you're right. They do own the patents to a lot of the renewable energy stuff. The big fossil fuel companies do. So what it's going to take, I don't know. But this is an incredibly important moment to, I think,
making up the American sheeple. That's what you're doing.
The next thing makes me feel real uncomfortable. I think unless we ramp down on our energy consumption, we're in
there are
for
interesting plans
rough
about
ride.
how to mix conservation with whatever is renewable technology and come up with a plan. I like the one at Repower America. I think that one is really interesting because it deals with almost no fossil fuels inside of like 12 years or something, which I think is an interesting, the best goal anyway. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it.